Hey family, TACC man, how's your spirit? Talk to me. Tell me something good. Hey Johnny, if you're listening, come on back in. Oh shit. Ah. How's everybody? How's your day? How everything going? Talk to me. You got a nice one tonight. You're gonna enjoy this one. Let me see if I can get Johnny back on here. One minute, y'all. Give me 1 minute. See if they come back in. Uh, how's everybody? How's everybody feeling tonight? I hope everyone's well. Okay, here we go. And the topic is why it's so important to understand why you were one out of billions of sperm cells that made it. So stop right there. You are not here because you were meant to be. You are here because 2,409,999,999 other versions of you died so that you could breathe this is exact breath. That sperm didn't just swim, it warred. It outran, outmaneuvered, and outlasted any army so massive that if you lined them up, they'd circle the earth twice. And when it reached that egg, it did not. It broke through like your life depended on it because it did. That was your first act on this planet, being a relentless, unstoppable force of nature. So tell me, if you started as a champion among 250 to 5 billion, why are you living like you're the 50th place? This isn't biology class. This is your origin story. And once you see it, you'll never ever settle for average again. Why this matters? Most people walk through life feeling ordinary. They wake up, scroll, work, sleep, repeat. They never ask the one question that changed everything. Why am I here? Think about that for a second. Why are you here? And not someone else or something else? The answer is staggering. Out of every ejaculation, roughly 250 million sperms are released. That's more than the population of Indonesia, more than the entire US, Canada combined. And from that ocean of potential human beings, each carrying a completely unique genetic script, exactly one made it, and that one is you. Not your brother, not your cousin, not a stranger next to you on the subway, not my buddy who just passed me the blunt. You, not because you were chosen by fate, but because you were biologically, chemically, and temporarily superior in that single fleeting moment.
Nah, nobody liked them. Yo, what's up, man?
You talk to me.
Huh? I'm on the live stream. Talk to you.
Yeah. What
We
y'all
made
talking
about
about?
2 million, 3 million dollars. Nah, back in the day, we made about $3 million off this one block in 4 days.
That's crazy. It took me 30 years to
You know,
30 years. I mean, I,
you hear me?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I stand up on it. And I ain't never been. And you know the
Yeah,
funny part?
yeah. I'm about. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, man. I'll be here
10:30. Okay.
if, if, if I could.
Yeah, but see, Johnny, what you gotta understand, right?
Yeah.
even when I was in the joint, and I would tell people the kind of money that I made, especially people from
Yo.
different states. They didn't believe and understand.
Nah, they not gonna believe it.
No, because see what you gotta understand, at one time, New York was the hub where everybody from
Yeah,
all over the
it still
country
is the
came.
hub.
No, 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 not like it
Yeah.
used to be. No, no, no. They've,
Nah.
but the whole thing
You
is
got
like,
white people now.
yeah,
No, you got white people now, Rich, that that's living all in our blocks and all that. And those are our favorite customers back then.
ain't no question. But these are not customers no more. These are
They
people who are
working.
doing something. Yeah,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in my
living.
car now. Oh boy. I'm in my car. Oh boy. I gotta get
Yeah,
up and see Larry tomorrow morning.
yeah.
Yo, Tim Lovell said, "Buck two, whip his ass."
I heard it. I seen it. No, because he was saying he thought that that's what Charlie was saying. I ain't scared of two. But I don't. Like I said, I don't be getting into that kind of stuff because it's nonsense. Like we all one, man. Why we can't get money together? Why we
Now,
can't do something constructive? Why we got
but
to
you know
always beat
something?
each other down? But that's what sells.
But you know something? If an Arab could open up a store and another Arab open up a store, another Arab all on the same block, why we can't do that? Why
Yeah,
we
but
can't do that?
what you have to understand, man, we've been taught to be this way. This is not how we were. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to go back to the root. And the root is this right here. When we were taken from there, we were civilized people.
Yeah.
Then they made us uncivilized, and then we took on their characteristics and their traits. And the thing is, they made us hate ourselves. And it's a systematic
Yep.
process. It's just like everybody that comes from every other country, they are told to hate us. Like you say, the Arabs come over, they can go get a loan and open a business, but we can't
Oh
because
yeah.
it's a redlining process against us for that reason because they don't want us to ever have power
Outshine.
because they know who we are. What you have to understand is these people know who we are, and this is why they keep us divided because if we ever come together, we are strong. We like we're the only ethnic group that our women say that they don't need their man. Every other ethnic group wants their man at home. But
Yep.
abroad to pop out 4 or 5 different babies for 4 or 5 different dudes. That doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. But we've been taught and trained this way. And this is why I say you have to unlearn and relearn, and then you have to learn the lies from the truth so you'll know when you heal how to maneuver. You can't learn when you're in that mix. You know, you have to be able to step back and look at see what's going on and understand life for what it is and people for who they are. And like I said, people will tell you who they are by showing it to you. They don't even have to say nothing. And what we have to get into the understanding is that we have to be better at all times. We make the changes in life. If we do what they do, we're gonna get what they got coming. So if we do better than them, It's just a matter of time before we win. Look what all the stuff. Like I could have went and act crazy and probably been in jail right now. Instead of that, I
Yeah.
chose forgiveness and peace. Now look, 3
You,
books
you,
on
you,
on Amazon, a fucking 8 modules on Gumroad, a podcast. I'm finna do a smart thermos in a couple months. So it's about doing the right thing, and when you do the right thing, like I was telling my boy, God will bless you, man. We
you,
we
you,
we
you-
have
yo,
we when you give God His, He gonna give you yours, and that's
you're right
just how
about that.
and you just have to give him his, like I said, and you got to always keep the positive mental attitude, because see, a lot of people are, oh man, my cup is half empty. No, your cup is half full,
Yo,
and
half full.
mine's runneth over. That's why I'm free to give, because God give me so much peace that it's more than a cup full, and I want to share it. And this is why I do what I do, to try to help heal as many people as I possibly can, and I know I can't save the world, but with a bunch of us coming together, it's nothing that we can't do.
You're right about
And
that,
and
Rich.
and that's what they're afraid of. That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid if we come together and get strong, we
It's
going to
gonna be
treat them the way.
chaos.
Yeah, then we're going to treat them how they treated us, but that's not how we are. We godly people. They're devilish people. They worship the devil, we worship God. And
Yeah.
we've been on that devil side, and now as we've gotten older, we understand it. That's not the way. We got to live right, because we're gonna be dead longer than we alive. So we have to prepare for the grave. We have to do everything we have to do, to be pleasing to the one up above, man. And that's my motto, man. Just being pleasing to God, and by being pleasing to God, you're helping the people that you're with, and is helping. And with the internet, you can help millions of people. My
Yes.
spirit is fantastic, my brother. And that's the blessing right there. Being able to help others, man. It's not about us, man. We've lived the life, we've had fun, we've had money, been broke, and life goes
Been
on.
broke, been poor, came
Yeah,
back up. You know,
yeah,
it's a recycle thing.
yeah. And now it's my turn to you know,
Um,
go after mine.
help
Hmm.
people, and 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 don't let them discourage you. You
No,
got to
no,
do what you got to do.
no. That's off the break, man. This is why I do this every night, man. Because this is a part of me. This is my life. Giving the world God's word of healing, doing the right thing, no matter what. Showing people the right way. Sooner or later, they'll come in. Somebody will see it and be like, "Yo, we need this." you know Somebody come in one day, and then that's when things happen. And then, like I tell you, I got 27 other things that I created. So it's just a matter
And
of
I
time.
and I remember you telling me that. You be like, "Yo, I sat up in my cell
Mm-hmm.
and started doing my sticky papers and came up with a
Mm-hmm.
concept. I'm gonna keep on doing it." And you're doing it, brother. You are doing it. If no one else
Well,
tell you that, I'm proud of you.
and I thank you,
You
my
know,
brother.
and the same way I told you, if you could sell drugs, you could sell people this.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
for the coming side. And you know something else? I'm telling you this right now. One day one day next month, when Charles have his back to school party, we gonna
Mm-hmm.
go out there. Me and you both gonna go live
All
party.
right, come get me. I'll go. Yeah, I'll definitely go. Yeah. Yeah, because
Oh,
I'm
oh,
trying to
oh, I'm definitely coming to get you. I'm definitely coming to get you. You know, so you can talk to Charles. I'm not like
and what I got to offer
Rich.
is something. Yeah, what I got to offer is something positive. Ain't no
Rich.
bullshit. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if he do, it's gonna be beneficial. You know, it's gonna be beneficial.
Nah, 'cause I'm telling. Nah.
You know, and when is he having that? When is he having it?
See, Charles, listen to me.
Hmm.
Just like it's the Labor Day picnic at Charles' house or the Memorial Day picnic at Charles' house.
Uh-huh.
Whichever one's coming up, he's gonna have it.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take pictures of my apps, devices, business concepts. You know, so when I see him, you know, I mean, I have something to show him. You know, plus
Yeah,
my
sit
books
down and
and
talk to
everything.
him.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
definitely.
because y'all could trade books and all that,
Yeah, yeah, ain't no question.
and
I
and
I
take
give him
pictures
all. I'll give him some autographed copies.
and take pictures and send it to Chick page. Chick is gonna be like, "Why you ain't tell me? Yo,
Oh no,
yo, I need the whole."
that nigga blow up my phone.
Yo, he already blowing on my phone, and I told him, I said, Charles is rich. He don't want to speak to you, Chick. Chick like, yo, tell him. I'm like, Chick. See, Chick don't know that I speak to you, and I'm like saying to myself, like, Chick, why would you beat Rich? Why would you beat him? You know, but
Hmm.
that's what I be saying to myself, like, why would you beat a man that's helping you?
Yeah,
But
I don't get it either.
that's the mentality. That's the mentality of them because you can't reach them.
No, it's the desperate. No, it's not that. I tell you, it's the desperation in him living a lifestyle above his means. Instead of him doing like I tell you, buy the food, keep food in the house instead of going to restaurants. Stop playing numbers, stop buying pussy, you know, and start taking that money and doing something positive with it. And you can start making something. You got a car. You know, you go to the mountains and buy fruit, vegetables, come back, sell them. Your girl got a store right there. You know, y'all selling clothes. Put the vegetables or something, you know, go to the market, buy different shit that people buy, put it in the
Yeah,
store. You know, hustle. You
but
know what I
but
mean? Show her that you
but
hustling. That's why she's not really receptive to him no more.
yo,
You know, and even the kids start acting funny with him. You know, that's because you know he's making bad decisions. I told him, I said, yo, you doing desperate thing. He got mad at me, but I'm telling you, you my brother. I love you. I'm gonna tell you the right thing all the time. You know, because I can
yeah,
see what you don't see. You making desperate moves, and you can't do that. And then you hurting the people that you supposedly love. You know, and appeasing the people who don't give a fuck about you. You know, and that's crazy. You know, but that's how life is. You know,
yeah.
when you got your back against the wall, and you don't know where your next dollar or meal gonna come from, and you living in a
You gonna
hostile
you
environment, you're gonna
you gonna
make
try
desperate
desperate
moves.
shit.
You know, and then you come from New York, so you got that New York slick shit in you. So
Yeah,
you're gonna be, you know, trying to uh, you know, do things and you know, you're in another country, so it might not work. So you know, you then you got to do desperate shit because you're afraid something could happen to you. You know, and I tell him
yeah,
like, yo, you know, it's my brother. I love him. I always love him. You know, and if I get rich, I'm gonna bless him. I'm just not gonna fuck with him no more like that. You know, because I used to
yeah,
talk to Chick every day. You know, once I get right, I'm gonna bless him. So you know, get himself, you know, out of his predicament, and you know where he can,
and,
live.
and you know
You know,
something? Chick gonna blow that money and be like,
nah,
yo,
because no, because
and,
all he needs is about $10,000 to pay his bills and everything. Get
yeah,
Chick
that's
about
what he told.
20,
That's what he,
25. Yeah, give him 25, 30,000, man. He'll be straight. He'll be like a fucking
yo,
kingpin down. You know,
yo,
that'll
Rick.
you know
Hold on, let me move
give
this corner.
give him about 30,000. He'll be good for a long time because he get to pay his car off. You know what I mean? he get to pay all his bills and everything, and then he'll have 20,000, you know, and that he can, you know, then you can do what the fuck you want to do. You know, you can't come back no more. You
Yo,
know,
chick asked me. He asked me. He said, "Yo, Johnny, yo, I got an investment." I'm like, "What's the investment, chick?" He like, "Yo, send me 10,000, and I'm gonna
yeah,
give you back 20,000."
yeah. How you gonna do that? Come on, man.
I'm like, "Chick,
If a nigga
I,
can
I,
do that, look, what he needs you for?
yeah."
What he
So
needs you for?
he telling me, he like, "Yo, give it to me." I said, "Okay, chick. So when I'm gonna send it at?" He like, "Yo, I'm sending you my
Send it to
bank
my
information,
daughter.
all that." Huh?
Send it to his daughter, my
No,
goddaughter.
no. He said, "Yo, I'm gonna give you all my bank information, all my stuff." I said, "Chick, you don't give me your bank information because you don't know if I'm gonna do something with your bank information."
He ain't got no
He's
money.
like,
He don't
"Nah, but
care.
yo," he like,
You
"Yo,
only look. You can only improve that money. Yeah,
yeah,
you mess around and they be like, "Oh, give me that money. Who are you? Oh, let me get that money from you, yo."
yeah." So chick like, "Yo, do that, do that, do that." I'm like, "Okay,
Mhm.
chick, call me tomorrow." Do you know the first thing in the morning? The
Ain't no
first thing in the
question.
morning, he called me.
Yeah.
Before I even got up, he called me. 7:30. I don't know what time it is down there, but 7:30. I'm like, "Yo, chick,
Yeah.
what do you want?" He like, "Yo, you said you're gonna send me the money." I'm like, "Chick, I'm not sending you no money, chick." Yep. Hold on. Hand. Yeah, hello? You can still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Huh?
Yeah, I hear you.
Rich.
Yeah, I hear you.
Ah,
I hear
shit.
you.
Rich, let me call you back.
Yeah. All right, I hear you though. You hit the button. I can't hear you. You hit the
I know.
button.
I know my mic is messed up.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Oh, you went off. All right, let's get back to it until you come back on. All right. But because you were biologically, chemically, and temporarily superior in that single fleeting moment, your flagellum whipped harder, your mitochondria burned cleaner, your receptors read the egg chemical signal with hawk-like precision while millions swam in circles and died. This isn't inspirational fluff. This is hard science with real consequences for your life today. The same DNA that gave you that winning edge, your speed, your stamina, your immune evasion, your navigation, is still inside every cell of your body. It dictates your energy levels, your mood, your disease risk, your attention, your partner, even your favorite food. You are walking, talking, breathing proof of a 1 in 200 to 5 billion miracle. But here's the brutal truth most people forget. They forget they were born from victory. They forgot but our biology is built for breakthrough. They forgot that they're already conquered the hardest race they'll ever run. And they let a bad boss, a breakup, or a lazy Sunday convince them they're mediocre or less than. That ends now. Over the next 50 questions, answers, and examples, you're going to reconnect with the warrior that swims in your veins. You'll see exactly how that one sperm shaped your height, your humor, your health, and your destiny. And you'll walk away with something you lost somewhere between childhood and adulthood. Raw, unshakable certainty that you were built to win. 1. The big picture. Question. Was it random chance that you won? Answer. No. It was a combination of genetic fitness, timing, and chemical navigation. Example. You swam faster than 250 to 5 billion others. In that specific moment, if your dad ate a different meal that day, the pH shift could have eliminated you. Just think about that. 2. Question. Does winning make you better than the other sperm? Answer. Not normally, but biologically, you had the right proteins to penetrate the egg zona pellucida. Example. Men with poor sperm motility, slow swimmers never conceive. Your speed is why you exist to read this. 3. Could another sperm have produced a better you? No. That would be different person entirely, not you. Example. Your exact combination of 23 chromosomes from your father is unique. Any other sperm equals sibling, not you. Number 4. Why does this matter today? Answer. Because your entire brain, immune system, and metabolism were shaped by that winning cell's mitochondria. Example, your current risk for diabetes or athletic endurance traces back to that sperm's DNA. 5. Was it skill or luck? Answer. Most luck plus biological preparedness, but luck you capitalized on. Example, if your mother ovulated 12 hours later, that sperm would have died. You existed because of a 12-hour window. So that lets you know you are here for a reason. You must find your purpose in this world. Everyone has one. Just like I tell you, everyone has an adversity, but your adversity shape and mold you to who you're supposed to be. Just like my adversity shape and mold me to who I'm supposed to be. It's like making bad choices to end up where I'm at today was what was meant to be. Number 6, how far did you swim? Answer, about 15, 18 centimeters in the female track, but proportionately, that's like a human swimming 10 kilometers. Example, your stamina matters now when you run for a bus. That same mitochondrial energy is still in your cells. 7, what killed most of the others? Answer, vaginal acidity, immune cells, wrong direction, or exhaustion. So that means you had what it took. Example, you avoided the cervix mucus trap. Others got stuck and died within hours. 8, did you have a map? Yes, chemical cues. It's chemoattractants from the egg guided you. Example, today your nose uses similar receptors to find food, same ancestral navigation system. Number 9, how long did the trip take? Answer, 30 minutes to 2 hours for the fastest you were likely in the first wave. Example, being early meant you got the fresh egg, latecomers found an already fertilized zona. 10, did you rest? No, sperm have no reverse energy. You burn ATP non-stop. Example, you currently work ethic mimics that you don't stop until a goal is reached. 11. What if you took a wrong turn? You you enter the wrong fallopian tube and die. You didn't. This lets you know that you're here for a reason. Example, today you make directional decisions daily. That instinct came from the first navigation, making it. Unless you know you were chosen. 12. How do you survive immune attack? Answer. You surface protein disguise you as self to a female immune system. Example, your current ability to avoid allergies, partly from those same immune capability genes that made you get away and make it in. 13. Was the egg waiting? Yes, but only for 24-hour post ovulation. You arrived in time. That means you were meant. Example, your punctuality in life, arriving to interviews on time, mirrors the biological timing of you making it there in that time. 14. Did you push other sperms away? No. You just swam faster. The egg zone hardened after you entered. Example, in your career, you don't sabotage others, you just outperform. Like I always tell you, the one who wins is the one who goes the extra mile every time. 15. What if two sperm enter at once? That's a dyspermy. That's dyspermy. Of invariable fatal. You ensure the zone to block others. Example, your boundary setting skills today start with that chemical blockage, that chemical blockade, rather. 16, genetic and identity. Do you carry your father's entire DNA? No, only half, randomly shuffled, recombination. Example, your eye color came from that sperm specific chromosome, 15, not your father other sperm. 17, that sperm determine your personality? Partly. It carries genes for dopamine receptors and serotonin transporters. Example, you risk-taking behavior, skydiving, investing, traces to those areas. 18. What about your mother's contribution? Answer, the egg provided mitochondria, so your energy engine is all maternal. Example, your fatigue level after exercise come from your mom's mitochondrial DNA, not that sperm. 19. Is your sex determined by that sperm? Yes. If you had an X chromosome, you'd be a female. Y equals male. You have a Y. Example, every male trait you have, deep voice, facial hair, originated in that sperm Y. 20. Does that sperm carry mutations? Yes, about 30 to 50. New mutations unique to you. Example, if you have a freckle or a birthmark, that's likely from a sperm mutation. I didn't know that. 21. Could that sperm have had damaged DNA? Possibly. But your egg repaired some damage before first division. Example, your body DNA repairs mechanisms today are the same ones that saved you at conception. It's like having a cut. Your body repairs it. You get sick, your body repairs it. 22. Are you a clone of your father? No. Recombination creates a new genome never seen before. Example, you are a genetic original. No one in history has your exact sequences. 23. Does that sperm determine your lifespan? Answer. Telomere length telomere length in sperm correlates with offspring longevity. Yours were long enough. Example, your current cellular aging rate is partly set by that sperm telomeres. 24. What about intelligence? Hundreds of genes from that sperm influence brain development. Example, your verbal IQ or spatial reasoning links to specific SNPs in that sperm. So you got your brain from your daddy, whether you like it or not. 25. Is your immune system from that sperm? HLA gene on chromosome 6, yes. Those came from that sperm. Example, why you never get cold or often as your sibling. Different HLA from different sperm. Real world impact today. Does this affect your romantic choices? Answer, yes. HLA compatibility influences pheromone attraction. You seek complementary complementary MHC. Example, you might subconsciously dislike the smell of a partner whose HLA is too similar to yours. 27. Does it affect your diet? Yes. Genes for lactase, persistence, or bitter taste came from that sperm. Example, if you love broccoli or hate cilantro, that sperm TAS2R gene, whatever that is. 28. Does it affect your sleep patterns? Answer, yes. Clock genes, PERCRY, from that sperm set, your circadian rhythm. Yeah, circadian rhythm. Example, night owl or morning lark. That sperm decided. 29. Does it affect your mental health risk? Yes. COMT and MAOA and SERT genes from that sperm affect anxiety, depression risk. Example, your response to stress today, panic versus calm, traces to that sperm's neurotransmitter genes. 30. Does it affect your physical strength? Yes. Statin and ACTN3 genes, sprinter versus endurance, came from that sperm. Example, if you're good at sprinting or marathon, that sperm muscle fiber type. 31. Does it affect your skin? Yes. Melanin production genes, MC1R, from that sperm determine sun sensitivity. Example, you burn easily, that sperm gave you the red hair variant rather. 32. Does it affect your height? Answer, over 700 height genes, many from that sperm, determine your stature. Example, you're 5'10" because that sperm carried tall alleles. 33. Does it affect your risk for cancer? Yes. Tumor suppressor genes, P53 and BRCA, from that sperm. Example, your family history of breast, prostate cancer, that sperm copy matters. Does it affect your hearing? Yes. Connexin genes from the sperm affect inner ear function. Example, if you love music, that sperm gave you an allele for perfect pitch. 35. Does it affect your taste for alcohol? Yes. ADH and ALDH genes from that sperm determine alcohol flush tolerance. Example, alcohol flush example. If you turn red after one drink, that sperm ALDH2 variant. Thank you, my brother. Oh, my mouth is getting dry. Philosophical and existential. 36. Were you destined to win? No. But given the actual event, you are only possible you. Example, every choice you make today is built on that contingency. You are a miracle of chance. 37. Does this make you special? Biologically, yes. 1 in 250 to 500 billion, no, 5 billion odds. Statistically, you are a freak event. Example, when a Powerball is 1 in 292 million, you bet that. 38. What if your father had conceived on a different day? A different sperm would have won. You would not exist. Example, your siblings are proof. Each is a different sperm winner. 39. Does this matter? You have a purpose. Not inherent, but your existence is non-random. You are here to perpetuate that DNA, whatever it might be. Example, you drive to have a you drive to have a child you drive to have children, and literally that sperm agenda continuing. Excuse me, y'all. 40. Are you just a vehicle for that sperm's gene? In an evolutionary, let me get this right. In evolutionary evolution. Oh my God, I'm going crazy. Evolutionary. In evolutionary terms, yes. I'm telling you, I'm dyslexic, so please forgive me. In evolutionary terms, yes, you are a survivor machine for that genetic line. Example, your protective instinct for family, that gene selfishness in action. 41. Does this reduce free will? No. Genes set tendencies, not destinies. You still choose. Example, that sperm gave you a sweet tooth, but you choose to eat kale. Like I tell you, your choices shape your adversities. Your adversities are your lessons that get you to your blessing. It's all about your choices. 42. Why remember this every day? Because gratitude for your own existence increases resilience. Example, on bad days, think, I beat 250 million to 5 billion. I can beat this deadline. 43. Does this connect you to all life? Yes. Sperm competition is ancient. Your victory echoes 600 million years of evolution. Example, every fish, frog, and mammal that ever lived, same struggle. Wow. 44. Is this the most important event of your life? It's the first. Without it, no other event matters. And like I was telling my boy, you have to go through it to get to where you need to be. It's better on the other side, but you have to go through it to get there. The example, Your wedding, degree, career, all depend on that single fertilization. 45. Does this make you lucky or deserving? Lucky to have the right genes, deserving because you execute the swim. Example, you earn your spot, but you also had a winning ticket. Practical takeaways. 46. How can I use this knowledge today to make health choices that honor your unique genetic strengths? Example, if that sperm gave you fast twitch muscles, do sprint intervals, not marathons. Knowing what you have to do, working with what you have, and utilize it to the best of your ability. That's what it's saying. 47. Should I thank my father? Yes, but also your mother's egg, because without both, no race. Example, call your dad and say thank you for that one sperm in 2003 or 2002. 48. Does this affect how I treat my own children? Yes. Each children is another 1 in 250 to 5 billion winning trait that winning treat winner treat them as a miracle. Example, never compare sibling. Each one won their own race. 49. Can I pass on the same winning traits? Only half. Recombination shuffles again. Your child won't be you. Example, your son may get your fast speed, but your wife endurance. And 50, final takeaway. Why does this matter right now? Because you are a living proof of an astronomical, art-defying event. And that means your life has intrinsic value, regardless of external success. Example, next time you feel worthless, remember you are a champion of a battle that killed almost 5 billion others. You are not there by accident. You are here by victory. Act like it. And final bonus, print this list. Read one question every morning for 50 days. By day 50, you will never take your existence for granted again. In the conclusion, now what? Call to action, the work. So here you are. After 50 questions, you've seen evidence. Your existence is not a footnote, it's a headline. Your first act on this earth was to defeat an army. Your second act was to fuse with an egg that rejected every other suitor. Excuse me 1 second. Gotta go back. Okay, here we go. And your third act, that's been every day since. A life built on a foundation of pure and probable victory. But knowing is not enough. Living is the test. Because here's the uncomfortable question that remains. If you start as 1 or 5 billion champion, why are you accepting 50% effect in your job, your relationship, or your health? The sperm that became you didn't coast. It didn't try its best. It gave everything. It burned through every entire energy reserve without complaint. It navigated hostile terrain without a map. It faced death a thousand times. Acidic bath, immune assassins, wrong turns, exhaustions, and it kept going. That sperm is still you, not metaphysically, literally. Every cell in your body carries it. Mitochondria's engines, its nuclear commands, its relentless programming. You are made of never quit. So what now? Wake up tomorrow and say this out loud. I beat almost 5 billion I can win today. When you feel like giving up on a project, a gym session, a relationship, pause and ask, did that sperm give up when it hit that cervix? No, it found a way. Stop comparing yourself to others. They won their race, you won yours. Your only competition is the version of you that forgets how strong you already are. Make decisions that honor your origin. That sperm gave you fast switch muscles, sprint. It gave you a sharp mind, read. It gave you empathy, heal people. You are genetically customized for something. Find it, your purpose. Pass it on. Tell your kids, your friends, your students, because your people remember they are champions. No, because when people remember they're champions, they stop acting like victims and they change lives, families, communities, and eventually the world. Final, unforgettable closing line. You weren't born for luck. You were born for war from war. You didn't arrive, you conquered. And if you conquered almost 5 billion before you took your first breath, then nothing you faced after your first breath, not rejection, not failure, not fear, has the right to stop you. Now go, not because you have something to prove, but because you have something to honor. The champion that made you still watching made it proud. Bonus, one sentence takeaway. I am not a product of chance. I am a product of war, and I won. Dig that. So if you didn't get anything from this today, just know that you're a winner, regardless to anything you may say, feel, and think. Whatever you're going through, it will pass. Nothing lasts forever. Not life, not death. Only thing, well, death don't last forever because you go to the next realm. But in this world right now, anything you go through, it's not going to last forever. So what you have to do is keep living right. Find your purpose, like it says. And when you find your purpose, help others to heal, help others to do the right thing, help others to keep that process going so that one day that we can live in a society that we all feel that we deserve, and it's no more you better than me, I'm better. No, let's all love. Imagine if you could walk into a backyard and don't know nobody and they welcome you and, hey, come on and eat. And they can do the same with you anywhere in the world. Do you know how great that would be? We come from two people, Adam and Eve. We're all family. Let's start acting like it. And if nobody told you they love you today, I'm telling you, get your spirit right. Know that you're a winner. TACC man out. You have a blessed one. Peace.